Hi everyone, welcome to my studio and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how I'm painting a little church in Krakow, in Poland. Interesting about the little painting will be there is lighting, and lighting will be at dusk. So that will be interesting to see it. The colors are kind of dim, so let's see how they will come up with. I'll be using watercolors and pen and ink. Well, let's see how that comes. And so let's see you at the painting board. Okay, sketch is done, and we're gonna using Korean made brushes for Mui. Very nice and soft. I've been painting on a masonite board covered with a watercolor ground. This particular ground doesn't take a lot of water, so that's perfect for this project, and colors won't be saturated, and that's what we want to do in a dusk light. And right now I'm just doing the little preliminary washes, and it just doesn't, I really don't care if there will be some little cauliflower edges or not. That will be softened later on the painting, and when I'll be using ink, it will completely disappear. So right now just covering the whole surface. I'm painting right now using the cobalt blue and a little bit lamp black. It's a first wash, and very just delicate. As you see it, there's not saturation right there. And time for the little dome. We know that's a copper, so but they oxidate, so they give you a little greeny stuff. It's a cold blue I'm using here, and here's a little bit warmer green. It's just about to finish doing the first wash, and there will be time for doing a little inking. For this project I'm using Micron. That will give me the even lines. As you see in these close-ups, I'm not staying in a sketch line or pencil lines. This is just to make a registration and make a little bit movement. I don't want to have an architectural drawing. This is more like freehand sketching. All it does is just make a painting more interesting, and later on I'll decided to using a different type of tool and allow me to make actually I don't want to have even lines. I want to have the pressure and more like a bouncing lines, dancing lines in this little painting. Micron doesn't give me these options. It's just straight line, simple. And with this tool, I can when I press harder, they have a thicker line, and less pressure, they have a thinner line. So that will give me this kind of like a little floating and a full control of what I'm doing at that moment. And this is my preference, and there's nothing wrong with Micron. It's just, I guess I like the old tools and the little jaggy line. But that's me, and not necessarily you have to use the same tools as I do. In this close-up you can see it. I'm using different type of dipping pen, a little bit thicker lines. They allow me to go faster with a tree, and in this close-up you can see it. I just doing this little waving lines, make an impression of the little tree just being live in this shot. Here is right now painting dry brush with brushes designed mainly for the oils, but in this dry brush on this surface is just a perfect tool for this kind of work. I'm putting paint over the first wash, create the little dimensions, and later on I'll be taking off like lifting paint. But at this moment, it's just second wash and make it a little bit darker, and make a little dimensions on the walls and the doors to the church. Okay, so painting almost done. The last I would call this second wash or second dry brushing of the little things. Main event is a signature, so we know who did it. I'm just kidding. And I show you the right now areas that I won't be lifting off. I decided that for this kind of dusk, that's too much. The sky is too dark, so I'm using rag, a little bit damp, wet, to take it off the colors and create the dimension for the sky. And same thing I'll be doing, a little bit lifting on the dome of the little church, and to give the little texture and then like a little kind of taste and a spice for the painting. As you see, I'm using again a brush who mainly designed for acrylics or oil paintings, but for this surface and for the purposes of lifting is perfect for me. Doesn't mean you have to use the same tools, but it's just easy for me to take it off than a soft brush with a natural hair. This is just bristle brush. You can see it, it's easy to control and easy to lift. Okay, painting is almost done. For the lines, sidewalks and street, I decided to use ink. But what I did is I cut it 50-50 ink and water, and so I use a little container of my mixture, and this way they give me the lines sort of like a paint gray, not as dark as coming from the container. And of course, for collectors who prefer the paintings not be on the glass, I'm putting a cold wax to protect the surface, and this way you can exhibit painting without glass. And I'm using rag to just spray these things, and cold wax doesn't pick up paint. So well, there you have it. It's finished painting. I hope you like the presentation, and hopefully I'll be able to see you again in painting board. Keep painting.